The Red Seal by Natalie Sumner Lincoln. Recorded by Victoria Bradley. Chapter 1. In the Police Court. The Assistant District Attorney glanced down at the papers in his hand, and then up at the well-dressed, stockily built man occupying the witness stand. His manner was conciliatory. "According to your testimony, Mr. Clymer, the prisoner, John Sylvester, was honest and reliable, and faithfully performed his duty as confidential clerk," he stated. "Just when was Sylvester in your employ?" "Sylvester was never in my employ," corrected Benjamin Augustus Clymer. The president of the Metropolis Trust Company was noted for his precision of speech. "During the winter of 1918 I shared an apartment with Judge James Hildebrand, who employed Sylvester." "Was Sylvester addicted to drink?" "No." "Was he quarrelsome?" "No." "Was Sylvester married at that date?" At the question a faint smile touched the corners of Clymer's clean-shaven mouth, and his eyes travelled involuntarily toward the overdressed female whose charge of assault and battery against her husband had brought Clymer to the police court as a character witness in Sylvester's behalf. "Sylvester left Judge Hildebrand to get married," he explained. "He was a model clerk, honest, sober, and industrious." "That is all, Mr. Clymer." The Assistant District Attorney spoke in some haste. "You may retire, sir." And as Clymer turned to vacate the witness box, he addressed the presiding judge. Clymer did not catch his remarks as, on stepping down, he was buttonholed by a man whose entrance had occurred a few minutes before through the swing door which gave exit from the space reserved for witnesses and lawyers into the body of the courtroom. "Sit over here a second," the newcomer said in an undertone, indicating the long bench under the window. "Has Miss McIntyre been here?" "Miss McIntyre here?" Clymer stared in amazement at his questioner. "No, certainly not." "Don't be so positive," retorted the lawyer heatedly, his color rising at the other's incredulous tone. "Helen McIntyre telephoned me to meet her, and, by Jove, here she comes," as a slight stir at the back of the courtroom caused him to glance in that direction. A gray-haired patrolman, cap in hand, was in the lead of a small procession which filed up the aisle, and Clymer gazed in astonishment at Helen McIntyre and her twin sister Barbara. What had brought them at that hour to the police court? The courtroom was filled with men, both white and black, while a dozen or more slatternly Negro women were seated here and there. The Assistant District Attorney's plea for a postponement of the Sylvester case on the ground of the absence of an important witness, and the granting of his plea, was entirely lost on the majority of those in the courtroom, their attention being wholly centered on Helen McIntyre and Barbara, whose bearing and clothes spoke of a fashionable and prosperous world to which nearly...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?